YouTube, welcome back. Welcome to the long-awaited Amstrad 6128. Oh, beg your pardon, friend. Amstrad 6128 update video. Yeah, I did quite a few things, a few games, retrofitted some modern hardware. Interesting. So first things first, as you can see, I've got myself a colour monitor. I was running it on a RGB SCART cable just through the B&O behind you, in front of me. Is that right? But as you can see, I moved it. I'll pan back or whatever in a bit and just show you the full setup. But I've got it on a nice little table, and I've made it so I can always fold this table down and move it. It's just got the monitor sat on a wooden stool. So I picked up the monitor from the Attic Bug off eBay. They also advertise on Facebook. Highly recommended by Tim, Bad Fuck Up. It come really well packaged. You've probably seen that on the thumbnail picture if I've still got it on my phone. But it took me literally 20 minutes to get into the box. So big thanks for that, guys, if you're watching. Very friendly. They'd had it advertised for a bit, and I was waiting for it to come down in price. Sent them a few questions. They re-advertised it at a lower price, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. So click the old buy it now button. So that's arrived and it's fine. There's a little mark on the side, but I can't see it. Picture-wise, it's fantastic, and it looks so much better than playing through the SCART cable. It's basically meant to play as it was, if that makes sense. And the screen, I always remember when I was a kid, the screen, it seemed quite big, but obviously it's not. It's like a, what is it, 14-inch screen, something like that. So yeah, I'm happy to get that. I am looking for some covers, because my dad's Amstrad that had some proper covers you could just put over the monitor. I'll probably do some retrobrighting, whatever it's called, for this keyboard. Try and get these keys up a bit better. I don't know if you can see Frank, it's just sat on my knee. What else did I pick up? I've also picked up a Sony tape deck with a proper Amstrad lead, so I can play my tape games. We've got a GX4000 controller, which is a bit scruffy actually. I've not got a chance to sort that out, but I'm probably on the lookout for a joystick as well. Cheetah +2, I think that's what I had back in the day. So there's probably going to be a lot of mention of back in the day in this video, just to warn you. So I'll quickly show you the games I've got. You've probably seen some of these in a previous video, but the first one is Dizzy. 5 great games. It's Dizzy's Excellent Adventures. We've got Panic Dizzy, Dizzy Down the Rapids, Dizzy Prince of the Yokefolk, Spellbound Dizzy, and Quick Snacks. But also, there are a few extra Dizzy games in this. There's Treasure Island Dizzy, Fantasy World Dizzy, Dizzy Fast Food. I think, oh yeah, and Magic Land Dizzy. So two extra tapes, and then the rest. Got the instructions on how to load it. That were another thing. When I got the tape deck, I had no idea how to load a tape. In the end, it was a combination of the guys on the Amstrad group page and my friend Paul, who sent me a link, a YouTube link, like a 30-second video on how to load games. But I got it working in the end, so we're up and running. Same again with the disc games. I mean, all you guys who are watching this way, I'm sure you'll know, and you think, well, why don't you know this? But I was probably 9-year-old last time I played on an Amstrad. And if you're not sure, you just press cat, type in cat, C-A-T, and it should tell you the command used to load the game. And normally it's run disk. For instance, this one I've got, it's just Titus Fox. It came with one of these disc games down here. He's actually typed in run disk, just put in a little sticker. So that's a disc anyway. That's what they look like if you've not seen one before. 3-inch disc. Apparently they can over time lose the data stored on these. I mean, remember these are very old. You know, 30 odd years plus some room. Are they? Something like that. Yeah, 1985. Yeah, that's right. Not maths is not my strong point. Right, so I'm going to show you some pickups. Now all these games are the ones that I originally had. Some have just been a case of browsing on eBay and I've recognised pictures, or I've gone through various gameplay videos on YouTube, and you know, when the memory comes back to you, it's so vivid. I think, oh god, I can remember playing that. So this is where I am on what I've picked up. Isn't that right, Frank? I don't know if you can see Frank. You're in shot, I don't know. So first of all, I've got the Konami even, Coin Op Hits, got Green Beret, Mikey, Ping Pong, Hyper Sports, and Yi Kung Fu, or just Kung Fu. This is on disc. The disc is not in, that's in the drive. But I can remember playing the Kung Fu game back in the day, me and my sister, and my dad. Green Beret, still solid Green Beret. I can just get to the end of level 1 after about 15 goes. It's just unbelievably hard. I mean, these games, I thought they were hard because I was such a young kid, but now they're still hard. Mikey, again, that's a pretty hard game. I think that most of them are, really, it goes without saying. So that's that. Roland in the Caves, which you've seen in a video, that's on tape. Sooty and Sweep on tape. Again, I had that back in the day. I need to stop saying back in the day. Dandy, which took me, I don't know how long that's took me to remember. I was pestering Chris Novabug for months. All I could remember about that game, I remember playing it on a Saturday night, probably watching Noel's House Party in the background. My mum, my dad and my sister all in the living room, and we had his Amstrad set up in the corner. And I remember playing that, and all I remember the sounds from it, and I remember it featuring spiders, and it was like a top-down dungeon type game. That's all I can remember. And yeah, that is the game, Dandy. So happy to pick that up. And as soon as I got it loaded up and started playing it, oh, the memories, they just come back. It's amazing, isn't it, how the brain works and what they can lock away. But anyway, I digress. The movie premiere box set. This is tape. I missed out on the disc versions on eBay from like 2 weeks prior to picking this one up. It ended in the middle of the day, but for some reason I forgot all about it, so I lost out on that. And it went for a good price as well on disc. But anyway, I picked this up on tape, and I remember that sticker. Days of Thunder, it was replaced by Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So yeah, remember that. Turtles, great little game. Bloody hard though. I think they're all hard, aren't they? So that's that. Couple of gifts. Try and do this one-handed because I've got a small dog on my other arm. Got Outrun, two tape edition. One tape's got the soundtrack, the other tape's got the game. That's from Matt, Soul Funk Retro. And he also gave me just a bog standard copy of Outrun. Now these I've had a bit of a pain trying to load, because you have to reset the counter, and there's some special term how they work, but you load up so much of it and then you've got to turn the tape over, rewind it to a certain point, and then you carry on loading it and it loads the level you want. But now it's a bit of a legging, so now I gave up with that. So well, that's Outrun anyway. It's always nice just to have. So that's the games. Oh, I've got one more to show. Picked up this one, Cyber Chicken, which is a new game. You can probably see a poster behind. I don't know if you can. But I got this through, well, from watching Chris Novabug's video. He picked it up, and it's a space shooter. It's very good, and this one's actually signed. It's got my name on, to Russell. Now the guy signed it because, well, I asked him to, because I was a bit cheeky and I asked him to sign it. But originally this is the tape version. Originally I wanted the disc version, and for some reason my email address, because it's that old, it just had trouble getting through, and I can't really remember what happened now. I think they've run out of disc versions. No, sorry, I had one promo disc version left. He said, I can sell you that at reduced price. I said, yeah, that's fine. I said, well, could you sign it? You know, worth asking. He said, yeah, sure, I'll sign it. And then when he come to test it, it were a bit buggy, or something was wrong with it. So he said, I'm gonna have to send you a tape version of that. I said, yeah, that's fine. I'm happy to have it on tape. And it was one of the last ones, so he signed it. It came with the poster, which I don't know if you can see, but a great game. Probably do some kind of gameplay video in the future. Probably do gameplay videos for all of these. So that's it for the games. Keyboard, still wants a bit of that retro bright stuff, bleaching, whatever you do to bring the keys up. So if I just tilt the camera down, I won't even have to do any editing. I can just tilt it down. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so I've just changed angles. It's a bit easier for me. So as you can see, the disk drive is now gone. It's been replaced by the Gotek USB reader. It's got this little USB stick sticking out the front, and that's got a catalogue of backed up Amstrad games, because it just saves me getting them out of storage, if you know what I mean. So they're all on there, and it treats it like a disk drive. As you can see, it's sat in the same place as the disk drive. I was going to film it fitting it, but I didn't get around to it. It all came about when Beeps asked me if I wanted to play some extra Amstrad games, and he told me about these Gotek drives. They're quite popular with the Amiga lads, and yeah, he said, would I want one for the Amstrad 6128? And seeing as though I'm into my hardware and he's my hardware dealer, I said, yeah, why not, I'll have one of those. So he's basically made it so it's plug and play. It lives in this little plastic casing. You can't really see it, but inside it's, you know, yay big, and it all sits inside. I had to buy a ribbon cable just to connect it to the original hardware. 20 minutes of battery life, dismiss that. Power cable, he changed that around because it was very easy to blow it up, as in you could just plug it in the wrong way around. So a bit of a design flaw, but he made it so I couldn't blow it up. So as you can see, it's working. So I'll quickly show you what you've got. You've got 15 slots. So what I'll do, if you put it on 0 like that and type in run HXC, and what it does, it should load that up. Yep, that's right. Floppy emulator manager version 3. If I press S, that comes up with a slot list. So as you can see, I've been adding some games, and what you can do, you can go through the catalogue of games and you can allocate a game to each slot. 15 slots, 15 games. Right, I'll just show you Cauldron 2. So it's on slot 1. Now I know the command for this is run disk. Run disk. What it should do, it should load it from slot 1, and there we go, Cauldron 2. I'll tell you what, this game brought back some memories. I've been playing it with the GX4000 pad. It's bloody hard. I know I keep saying that they're hard, but they are. So I might get a joystick. Now it looks like it's the French version, but there we go. Cauldron 2. Yeah, Cauldron 2. Up and running. The whole reason why I wanted an Amstrad, purely to play this game. Now I've not even played it through emulation. I wanted to play it on real hardware, and I suppose you could argue that I am playing it through emulation. But I suppose think of the Gotek as though it's basically an EverDrive. That's what it is. It's an EverDrive, so I can keep my full Amstrad collection all sealed in my mate's lockup. You know what I mean? So it just makes it a bit easier. Don't have to go down there on a cold winter's night and pick a game. I can just load it through the Gotek. So there we go then, guys. And oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I forgot to show you. So this is where it sits now. Got this table from Germany. It's a genuine bamboo table, height adjustable. So I've got it set up on here, and I can quickly dismantle it, fold it down if I want to, and get it out of the way. But there's still plenty of room up here, so I've just left it permanently set up. And I can just sit in front of it and I can play some Amstrad games, and it really is a trip down memory lane. Very happy. I'm still looking out for original games if and when they pop up on eBay or through social media or through forums, but like I said, it's just a case of dropping on when something decent comes up, or something that I can remember from when I was about 9 years old. So that's it then, guys. That is my Amstrad. Sorry it took so long to finally get around to filming this. And as you can see, the Where's Wally stroke Where's Stig collection hasn't really grown. It's pretty much stalled. So from me and Frank, who's pestering me now because he probably wants to walk, I bid you good day. Cheers.